Hello everyone, how's you all doing? Good? Okay, so here I am back again for you with a new topic. Okay, so get ready for today's class. The topic for today's class is rational number. Okay, first of all, I would like to give you the definition of rational number. The rational numbers are the numbers which are in the form P upon Q. This form P upon Q, and Q should not be equal to 0. See, rational numbers can be positive, negative, and can be 0. For example, uh, you can take rational numbers as 2, 3, minus 1 upon 4, 5 upon 4, minus 7, 0, but you cannot take rational numbers as 7 upon 0, 8 upon 0, 9 upon 0, because in the numerator 0, we cannot write 0 in the denominator of rational number. Okay, so keep in your mind that rational number cannot have 0 in its denominator. Now we will do some examples based on rational numbers. You can note it. Now pay attention. Now we will learn how we will present a rational number on a number line. Okay, here I am taking rational number as 1 upon 4. Now see how we will present 1 upon 4 on a number line. First of all, think 1 upon 4 is proper or improper. Yes, 1 upon 4 is a proper fraction. See, if you want to represent a rational number on a number line, first of all think that this rational number is going to lie in between which two numbers. If the fraction is proper or if the rational number is proper, then surely the given ratio will lie between 0 and 1. This means that the given ratio number 1 upon 4 will lie between 0 and 1. So first of all, draw a number line. And we will mark on the first end as 0 and on the second end as 1. Why we mark first end 0 and 1? Because the given ratio number is going to lie in between 0 and 1, because it is a proper fraction. Now see, the given rational number has 4 in its denominator. Therefore, we will divide the given number line in between 4 parts. Okay. So here we divide the given number line in 4 parts. See, we will start from 0. Okay. Now the first point is 0, or we can write 0 as 0 upon 4. Why we are writing 0 upon 4? Because the given ratio 1 upon 4 has 4 in its denominator. Therefore, we write as 0 upon 4. Now move to the next part. 0 upon 4, it will be 1 upon 4. Next, 2 upon 4, 3 upon 4, and it will be 4 upon 4. This means that 4 upon 4 and 1, the point are same. And we want to represent only 1 upon 4. And 1 upon 4 is going to lie where? Yes, here, 1 upon 4. 0 upon 4 and then 1 upon 4. So it is the position of 1 upon 4 on the number line. You can note it. Now pay attention. Here I am taking another example of rational number, which is 6 upon 5. Now we are going to represent 6 upon 5 on the number line. See, 6 upon 5, this time 6 upon 5 is not a proper fraction. This means that it is not going to lie in between 0 and 1, because it is not a proper fraction. This means that it is going to lie in between another two numbers. So which are those two numbers? First of all, think it is a improper fraction. Okay, so if the rational number is improper, so convert it into a mixed number. If you convert it to a mixed number, then you get 1 whole 1 upon 5. And why we convert it to a mixed number? To get those two numbers in which the given rational number is going to lie. See, 1 whole 1 upon 5 is the mixed form of 6 upon 5. This means that the given rational number 6 upon 5 is going to lie in between 1 and the number which comes after 1 is 2. This means that the given rational number 6 upon 5 is going to lie in between 1 and 2. So first of all, draw a number line. Again it has two endpoints. On the first endpoint we will mark 1. And on the second endpoint we will mark, see, the 1 and 2 should be positive. Why positive? Because the given rational number is positive. Okay, if the given rational number is negative, then the condition will be different. Okay, but this time the rational number is positive, therefore we will mark as positive 1 and positive 2. Okay, now the given rational number is going to lie between 1 and 2. See, the given ratio of 6 upon 5 has 5 in its denominator. Now we will start from which point? This one. Okay, we will make 1 as 5 upon 5. Why make Why we make 1 as 5 upon 5? Because the given ratio number 6 upon 5 has 5 in its numerator. Therefore, we make as 1 as 5 upon 5. Because if you divide 5 by 5, you get 1. Now see, this point is 1 and this point is also 5 upon 5. Okay. See, the given ratio number 6 upon 5 has 5 in its numerator. Therefore, divide the given number line in 5 parts. Okay. Now we divide the given number line in 5 parts. See, it is 1 and it is also 5 upon 5. This 5 upon 5 and the next point which comes after 5 upon 5 is, yes, 6 upon 5. 7 upon 5, 8 upon 5 and 9 upon 5. So no need to write those ratio number because we want to only represent 6 upon 5 on the number line. And therefore, the 6 upon 5 is lying where on the number line? Here. So this is the position of 6 upon 5 on the number line. You can note it. Now pay attention. See, this time I have taken a ratio number which is negative. See, minus 2 upon 4 is negative. It is a proper, but it is negative. This means that it will lie in between which two numbers? Between 0 and minus 1. Why minus 1? Because it is a negative. It is negative ratio number. That's why it will lie between 0 and minus 1. It is a proper fraction. That's why it will lie between 0 and 1. But 1 should be negative. Why? Because the given ratio number is negative. So first of all, draw a number line. Now see, you have to think that this point or this point, which is 0. Now we cannot take this point as 0 because the given ratio number is negative, and you know very well that the all negative numbers are lie on the left side of ratio number. All the negative ratio numbers or all the negative numbers are lie on the negative or lie on the left side of number line. This means that the 0 will come here, yes, here, and this point will be minus 1. Okay, so in between these 2 points the given ratio number is going to lie. Okay, now see, it is 0. Now we will make it as 0 upon 4. Why we make 0 as 0 upon 4? Because the given ratio number has 4 in its denominator. So we write 4 in the denominator of 0. Okay, so this point is 0. Now see, the given ratio number has 4 in its denominator. This means that we will divide the given number 9 in how many parts? Yes, 4 parts. Okay, now we divide the given number line in 4 parts. Now see, this is 0 and this is also 0 upon 4. Now move to next part. This part or this point 0 upon 4. This point will be minus 1 upon 4. This will be minus 2 upon 4. Okay, and we want to represent only minus 2 upon 4. And where minus 2 upon 4 is lying? Here. This is the position of minus 2 upon 4 on the number line. So in this way you can represent any rational number. So first of all, think the rational number is positive or negative. If the rational number is positive, then it will lie on the right side of number line, and if the rational number is negative, then it will lie on the negative side of on the left side of number line. And one more thing you have to remember that the rational number is proper or improper. If the rational number is proper, then surely it will lie in between 0 and 1, and if the rational number is improper, then it will lie in between another 2 numbers. And which are those 2 numbers? First of all, convert the rational numbers in a mixed form, then you will get those 2 numbers. Okay, you can note it. Now pay attention. Now we will learn how to insert rational numbers between 2 numbers. Okay, here I am taking 1 upon 4 and 1 upon 2, and we want to insert 5 rational numbers in between 1 upon 4 and 1 upon 2. So first of all, take the LCM of denominators. And the LCM will be 4. And you solve, you get 1 and 2 upon 4. Now separate it. Now after taking LCM we get 1 upon 4 and 2 upon 4. Now see, we cannot insert not a single rational number in between 1 upon 4 and 2 upon 4. This means that we have to increase the gap between 1 upon 4 and 2 upon 4. And how we will increase the gap between 1 upon 4 and 2 upon 4? Yes, by multiplying the numbers. See, the number which will multiply by numerator, we will multiply the same number by denominator. Okay, this means that we will increase the gap by multiplying the numbers, and we will multiply the same number by the numerator and by the denominator. Okay, now see, here I am multiplying 1 upon 4 by 6. 6 by numerator and 6 by denominator. Same here. Again I am multiplying 2 upon 4 by 6 upon 6. If you multiply 1 upon 4 by 6 upon 6, you get 6 upon 24, and here 12 upon 24. So it becomes 6 upon 24 and it becomes 12 upon 24. See, now we can easily insert 5 rational numbers in between 1 upon 4 and 2 upon 4, which now becomes 6 upon 4 and 12 upon 24. Okay, see, 6 upon 24, the next number which comes after 6 upon 24 is 7 upon 24. Next number 8 upon 24, 9 upon 24, 10 upon 24, and 11 upon 24. Okay, so in this way we insert 5 rational numbers in between 1 upon 4 and 2 upon 4. Okay, so in this way you can insert any number of rational numbers between any two given rational numbers. Okay, so this is enough for today. We will meet in our next class very soon. Till then, stay safe, stay home, take care, bye bye.